Just outside Toronto, the Premier Lacrosse League is north of the border for the very first time and bringing the country's official summer sport with it to Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton, Ontario. The first of 3 games this weekend is Chaos and Archers, both teams with plenty to play for. Chaos looking to lock up a top seed in the playoffs. Archers have a chance to officially punch their ticket this weekend. As we welcome in Ryan Boyle. Ryan, we take a look at the Adidas starting lineup for Archers.
Brendan, it's a great sign if you're a defenseman, if your name doesn't get brought up much. Jackson Place, this might be the only time during the broadcast we mention him the entire time. Moving on to the midfield, Joey Sankey came up big last week after that trade. Can he keep the production rolling along? He gives so much juice to them offensively. And lastly, the attack, Marcus Holman went off last week for 4 goals. We've got him mic'd up today.
And the Archers, Ryan, seem to have found something in attack by inserting Christian Cuccinello into that spot with Holman and Manny.
We just mentioned Holman. The other member is Manny. Those two comprise 2 of the big 3. For me, this is all about the addition of Christian Cuccinello and what he brings to their offense.
Ryan, the Adidas starting lineup for Chaos brings with it the Canadian flavor.
Yeah, the incomparable Brody Merrill. The proverbial home game for him. He has an award named after him in the league while he's still playing in the league. Truly remarkable. When you move onto the midfield, Jake Fricaro brings so much to the table. 2-point threats, dodging threats, feeding. He can get back and play defense. He is a do-it-all midfielder. And Josh Byrne, another Canadian product. He's back in the lineup. You know that Connor Fields is thrilled to see him.
Well, it is just over an hour from here to Orangeville, Ontario. Tommy Kelly, last time out against Archers, won 57% against Stephen Kelly. That was week 4 in Baltimore. A 14-13 win for Chaos as Archers had a strong second half comeback but couldn't finish it off. Chaos trying to lock up one of the top playoff seeds this afternoon. Archers have a chance to clinch a spot themselves today with a win and some help.
Yeah.
Brendan Burke, Ryan Boyle, Paul Burmeister from Tim Hortons Field in Toronto, or in Hamilton, normally home to the Hamilton Tiger Cats of the Canadian Football League for the first PLL visit to Canada. Joey Sankey right in the middle for Holman, and there's another clean stop by Reardon. He'll give it to Byrne, though, and Merrill heads back to his half of the field. In tight, they lost track of the pole, and a nice stop by Gittleman.
Lines that looked like a Chaos win.
Ratliff loaded up a 2, and he skips it over for the goal. Will Manning received that pass, put it under the bar, and into Titan.
Third, and then what they do when he receives the ball in those kind of mini transition periods.
Sankey gets the low shot, puts it past. What an addition Joey Sankey has been to this lineup for Archers. Here's Fields right in front, and it bounces in. An impressive tally for Dane Smith in his 6 games. As Byrne gets away from Matt McMahon. Fake the pass, runs into Ratliff, shakes it off and scores. Josh Byrne flexing his muscles here on home turf. McIntosh, the lone Canadian on the Archers roster, and stolen and put back by Will Manning. The individual effort for Will Manning, his 2nd today. Away. And now it's for Caro on the run. And he scores! Jake Fricaro with an Archer trailing him the whole way.
How mindful they are.
Behind the back feed, behind the back goal!
Come on!
Fields to Byrne. Wow.
So he's just prepping for the next game, already making saves.
Ball comes near him, he's got to go get it. Ambler behind the back on his way to the goal. Just back and forth behind the backs.
Ryan Ambler.
Playoff spot. They can do it this weekend. They need a win here today. And that was lost later on as what a play.
Uh-oh.
What a play. Connor Fields. They get open, it's Glacini on him. Schreiber the dish, McIntosh scores. Ben McIntosh makes it a 1-goal game in the closing seconds of the first half. Brendan Fowler, in addition to him, has won 4 of 5. And it's a tie game in the opening seconds of the second half, as Ben McIntosh, who scored that goal just before halftime, opens the scoring here in half 2. And Will Manning back to Ike. Ike with a step, he goes hard and scores. The crease dive, the contact with Reardon, and he still gets it to go. Archers with the lead. Ground ball for Merrill, sets McClancy. McClancy for Berna behind the back dish to Fields. And then in tight, and they score. Over for Miles Jones. Jones steps around Pfister and fires it home. Miles Jones, his first today. Chaos back in front. Sankey fed in tight, wanted Manny, overrun by McIntosh. Chaos come up with it, but the defensive play by Sankey gives it back to Archers with a fresh shot clock. And now Holman ties it up.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul. A reminder, his team playing number 1 or 2 spot in the postseason, and a goal right there from Fields will help.
Gives Chaos right back the lead. As Connor Fields, who's been more about the assists than goals today, scores a huge one here to give Chaos a 1-goal edge. Last 2 have gone to Chaos, and now it's Miles Jones. Fed it down, and the jump shot score! What a goal from Eric Scott, and what a time for it. Cuccinello. Rowlett on him. Cuccinello sheds the hit, puts the shot, Reardon the save, and the rebound score. They're saying that Cuccinello was pushed into the crease and the goal will stand. Archers down a goal with the ball. Tom Schreiber trying to create. Schreiber on Glacini, rolls on him, rolls back, he shoots, he scores! The captain does it himself. He ties it at 10. Jared Newman with the block to send this one to overtime.
You talk about just absolutely eating a shot.
Fields from straight away to Deemer Class, and down, they score! Josh Byrne, the Canadian, with the overtime winner. And Chaos locks up one of the top 2 spots in the PLL playoffs. 11-10 in overtime, final score for Chaos. Ryan Boyle, Paul Burmeister, and our entire NBC Sports crew. I'm Brendan Burke saying thank you for watching. Coming up next at NBCSN, IndyCar practice from Pocono Raceway, NBCSports.com, the home for the PLL.